Nothing to snore at.
Nothing to snore at. Hello.
I didn't know we were doing a little song.
Yeah, I think you've done one for the last several episodes, and this is the first one you didn't
even think.
Just not feeling melodious today?
I guess not. I'm feeling more prestigious, kind of.
Prestigious? Maybe pretentious is the word you're looking for. Mm-hmm. Thinking you're better than other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because you have a little silly green jacket.
Silly green jacket and nice little blue shoes.
Yeah, those aren't even yours. They're our older brother's.
So is this jacket.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I don't have a chronicled list of his closet.
I only have of his suit jackets.
Oh, really? Is it in alphabetical or color order?
Color order.
Okay, as it should be. Hey, Zach, what are we doing today?
Today, we are using a line of dialogue.
Yes, we are.
And making a little story.
Not just any old line.
No.
A randomly generated one.
Man.
Yeah.
Got me there.
I did.
See, I feel like in this new studio, Abbie, I really feel like you need to be asking the questions.
Me?
Yeah.
Because I'm in the chair.
Because you're in the chair.
I'm in the chair.
You're in the chair.
What questions would you like me to
just
ask?
like randomly throughout. I feel like you just need to like
I feel like
hit me with a question.
Always hit you with a question and you don't always answer it well. Or like you're like, no, you decide. Because I constantly hit you with questions.
No, I'm talking like just like a completely off-topic question. Like, what's your favorite color?
Like, why'd you write the novel that you're sharing about today?
Yeah, just something super random.
Answer it.
Oh, that was your question? I felt like it really spoke to the hearts of the gremlins on this planet.
I hate gremlins.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I love them here.
I hate gremlins. Gremlins, we hate you.
No, we don't. Or at least I don't.
I hate them.
I actually wrote a whole book for you guys.
About the gremlins?
It wasn't about the gremlins.
I actually had you on the show to burn every copy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm getting a little 1984 over here. Because I'm...
Are those them? Bringing them in?
Yep, they're the gremlins. Here they come. They're bringing in their own books.
Their own books.
It's a really tragic situation. All right. If you're good with it, I'm gonna go ahead and start generating this little dialogue guy. All right. Just the way you flirt is shameful.
The way you flirt is shameful.
Hey, I have a top of the noggin idea.
You have? Man, I have not had.
In the last 2 episodes.
I think
Climb
3.
out there,
I think
dude.
it was our father.
I didn't. Oh, it was. It was.
Yeah,
our father
I haven't
before.
had a top of the noggin.
Your noggin has been pretty empty.
I guess
Better climb
so.
to the top
well,
of mine.
I mean, nobody's been up there yet, so maybe it's actually full of ideas. But here we go.
All right.
Hey, gremlins, give me a hand.
They don't have hands. They're gremlins.
Yes, they do. Gremlins have hands.
I don't think so. That's why I hate them.
No, they have 3 fingers.
I hate gremlins because they don't have
like
hands.
3 finger hands.
I don't consider that a hand.
You don't? How many fingers do you need to have a hand?
5.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even 4?
Nope.
I think at least 3. Then
if you've had a finger cut off, I no longer consider one of your
hands a hand.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to call it that.
Well, they have their phalanges.
Yeah.
That.
Just 3 phalanges.
Yeah. But like,
sans a hand.
But all the gremlins come together.
Yeah. I don't feel like that's what gremlins sound like.
Whoa!
Oh man, that hurt.
Sorry.
I've got a headache.
The gremlins have some power. That's a quote.
The gremlins have some power. And then you can't just land. You got to get in.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Where are you swimming through? What was that? Oh, now you're swimming. Wait. Dad used to be able to do that. Oh, he would talk underwater with that. That's what he did.
I think I made it.
Thank you for making it. So my idea.
What an adventure I just went on.
Yeah. It's quite the ways to the top of the noggin.
Yeah.
That's why I don't visit it
Don't visit that much, yeah.
I was thinking something along the lines of some little world where, like, dystopian world, love is illegal or is very, I think it's got to be
Love is illegal
or very oh my gosh, there's a lot of restrictions and restraints. There's lots of laws. or even just culturally something along the lines of love, because the way you flirt is shameful. Something along the lines of...
Or it could be just someone making fun of another person.
Yeah, but I like the idea that, like, this person in their pursuit of love brings shame on their family. So I just feel like that could be a good cultural commentary on our world today as well. World today. But it wouldn't be...
So we're doing something not real, like a fiction...
A fictional... Like, well, they're all. But yeah, not like a...
Like,
just,
yeah, not something that's based...
I kind of think we go with the Gremlins, actually. I do hate them, but... What about like a cartoon?
I get to use all my gremlin knowledge on this episode.
Wow. I didn't know you had
just very little. I mean,
I was like, I didn't know you had.
I just get to use
knowledge. It. Tell me three fun. Oh my gosh, 3 fun gremlin facts.
This is 1 finger.
Yeah.
It's 2 finger. And then 3 finger. 3 fun facts.
I would not consider that 3 fun facts.
3 fun facts.
There's 3 fun facts? I don't think so.
Fine. It could be...
Yeah, you can count that. Zachary, be careful.
It's not.
You can count them with their fingers, but
Okay, fine.
Give me the facts.
All gremlins are under 4 feet.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. I believe gremlins... It really depends on what gremlin you're looking at.
Right, of course.
Usually, I believe gremlins have... like, some of them can have more.
Yeah.
Most gremlins I've seen have, like, 4 teeth.
Okay.
Like 2, like, big buck teeth and then 2 teeth, like, stabilized teeth. And then another fun fact about gremlins is it's actually really difficult for them to see in the light.
Really?
But it's like they can see pretty perfectly.
In the dark.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think...
all those facts are things I just made up on the spot.
Interesting. I feel like an idiot. I really believed you, though. I really did.
I'm glad.
I'm thinking, yeah, I think it's like a cartoon. I almost say let's go children's route.
Have you ever seen the movie Box Trolls? I think that's what it's called.
I haven't.
I feel like they're very gremlinly-like.
Gremlinly-like. I say we go children's route, and I almost say, yeah, like cartoon children's.
Sure.
And it's like Zootopia, like a greater commentary.
I feel like you have tried to put Zootopia in every single one of our movies.
It's just that I haven't
seen... You really love Zootopia.
I love Zootopia. It's just also that I haven't seen very many movies.
And so it's just Zootopia. And I also
haven't seen very many movies multiple times. And as we know, I have severe memory loss. So
But you've seen Zootopia many times?
So many times.
Why? I feel like that's not a problem many people have.
I've seen it. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I've seen it. Because...
It's horrifying.
It's not like my own obsession.
I can't stop watching. Your roommates force you to
Abbie, and I'm addicted to watching Zootopia.
But only the first half.
What? Only the first half.
I've only seen the first half of Zootopia.
We have to watch it.
I've never. No, I won't watch it with you because I don't want you to go through that again, Abbie.
So I'm not. It's not my own thing.
We have to watch it, Zach.
I worked for a child care, like an after school care thing. And we only had like 3 movies. And one of the stations was movies. So we just
Zootopia based.
So I saw Zootopia, Tangled, and Cars 2 an obscene amount of time.
Cars 2? Why is that on there? I don't know. Flynn McMissile? You kidding me? Sir Miles Axelrod?
So speaking of an absurd
amount of 2011 Pixar film Cars 2?
What was the make and model of that enemy car?
It was a Jeep. I can't remember the exact name of it.
Yeah, that's
his name is Sir Miles Axelrod. He was green. He had a back, and he in the plot of the movie, he said he was an electric car, but guess what?
What?
He really wasn't, and he was the main antagonist of the entire film, even though they showed 2 other people who were supposed to be the antagonists, but they weren't the main ones. It was Sir Miles Axelrod the whole time.
Oh my goodness. I want you guys to know that Zachary and I were in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru at one point, and I think you were 14 or 15.
It's something like that.
Because getting a car was around the corner, but not something he was like actually seriously looking for, which I think is an important fact. Like I wasn't being all that serious. And I was driving him through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru as we were getting Chick-fil-A because it is so scrumptious. And shout out to you guys, Chick-fil-A. I love you and your very well-made chicken. Do you remember my friend shared with you the 3-minute lore of Chick-fil-A?
Oh, yeah. I saved that.
Oh, okay. Zach listens to it as a daily morning. Oh, every night and day.
Yeah.
It's the last thing you listen to before you go to bed and the first thing you listen to in the morning. You have to?
Yeah, it's like my obsession of Zootopia for
just
you.
That 3-minute lore.
Yeah, it's only 3 minutes, okay? So it takes 6 minutes
out of your day.
Out of my day. Unlike
do you feel like
which is like 2 hours and 43 minutes.
Huh?
Your Zootopia obsession. You watch that every single day. Do you know how much time that takes up?
Did you just say 2 hours and 43 minutes?
I have no earthly idea.
Is it right?
No, probably not. I'm just
What do you get out of listening to the lore of Chick-fil-A for 6 minutes?
I get to hear the lore of Chick-fil-A. You answered your own question with the question.
It's so chaotic too. It really wasn't. No, it's 1 hour and 48 minutes. Thank you very much.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Anyway, so Zach and I were going on through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru before he knew about his obsession with the history of it. And I looked over and I just saw this cute little green car. I want a cute little green car. And I said, Zach, you should get a car like that. And Zachary looked at me with the most disgust that has maybe ever crossed this boy's eyeballs and said, you go ahead.
No, you got it.
No.
I want to hear the story from you.
I don't remember the name of him. You said that car?
That car is Sir Miles Axelrod from the 2011 Pixar film Cars 2, the main antagonist at that. You want me to drive that thing?
I will say he did not know the year.
I did not.
When he said it, because he just said the animated Pixar film Cars 2. And so I said, oh my goodness, Zachary, why do you remember so much about that? And then I asked him how much he'd watched it, and he said one time. Mm-hmm. And we looked up when it was made, and it was 2011. This must have been 15 then, because I remember it was like early 2021 or 2020, because it was 11 years ago. Mm-hmm. Wait, I don't remember. Anyway, he had seen the movie once, like 11 years
Still
prior.
Only seen it once.
And just remembered that make and model in distinct detail. Oh, yeah. I think what we're recognizing here is that you may have been deeply traumatized by the Cars 2 film. And I helped those memories resurface. And I'm going to therapy if you'd like to join. So anyway, that's where we are with Cars 2 and Zootopia. And here we are with Gremlintopia 2. It's a combination. We're making the second film.
We haven't made the first.
I know.
Okay. So we have our main characters from the last one.
As you guys should remember.
Yeah.
Erks.
Erks.
Because they're gremlins.
Yeah.
Erks.
And also,
Unya. Did I say it right?
It's Unya.
Unya.
Yeah.
And Erks.
Erks and Unya.
I think they're sisters.
Well, I was thinking those are the two lovers.
Oh.
Right? That in the end of the first movie, they got together.
Oh, of course. As you guys will remember.
But now it's like a marriage story.
I actually love it. Like Shrek 3.
That was the best joke you have ever said on this podcast. I'm so proud of you, Abbie.
I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking.
I know. That's what makes it such a good bit. That is my favorite. That is one of my favorite bits when people quote like very specific things from movies that like nobody watches, such as the Cars 2, Sir Miles Axelrod, and then just like Shrek 3.
The marriage story of Shrek 3. Dude, I don't know why my brain decided to not remember any of my life except for Shrek 3, except for animated films that I watched. Apparently. Can you say Shrek 3? I don't have any for you.
Okay.
Sure. Should we take a moment for you to recover from Shrek 3 with some commercials? And we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
All right, now that Zach has recovered from apparently the funniest thing he's ever heard in his entire life.
It was good.
Thank you. I wasn't trying to joke, but apparently it was funny.
So the marriage story of Shrek is what I've never seen Shrek 3.
Are you serious?
I've never seen
It's a good one.
I can tell.
They go through their marriage and they're triplets.
Man.
Okay, so
I've only
anyway,
seen
we're
Shrek 1 and
making
all the spin-off
Gremlintopia
series
2.
of Puss in Boots.
What?
I've only seen Shrek 1 and all the spin-off series of Puss in Boots.
That's weird. I've never seen any of the Puss in Boots ones.
Those are good. They
So
don't have any marriage stories in them, though.
but you know what does? No, Gremlintopia 2.
Gremlintopia 2.
So we've got
Erks?
and the one you made up.
Ouya or something.
Oomla.
Yeah. Ermya. No.
Ermya? I liked Ermya.
Yeah, Ermya.
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 Ermya and Erks.
Erks? Yeah.
So Erks is the guy.
Erks is the guy and Ermya is the girl.
Ermya. Okay.
So I'll be Ermya.
Okay. And I'll be Erks.
Yeah.
So I think we come back into the village after the honeymoon.
I was thinking like it takes place almost like an Incredibles 2 kind of thing where it takes place at the very like the beginning of this movie is the like
End
exact
of the next
end.
one. Okay, I can vibe with that. Hey, we do have to remember that we have to have that dialogue in there because I felt like we were gonna forget it.
Yeah.
The way you flirt is shameful. So we have to think of something.
So this is my thought is have you ever seen Marriage Story?
No, I wish I had.
It's actually a pretty good
I know
movie.
I need to watch it.
But I was thinking this is kind of like the Marriage Story movie. Or Shrek 3. I mean, either way.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
But,
Adam Driver is Shrek.
Yeah, and then Scarlett Johansson is Ermya. And so we have, but this is not a kids movie,
Right?
But the first one like is catered to kids, but this is the one made for those kids. But like this is like 20 years later that the studio decided to make it, and so it's more serious tones, but it's Gremlins.
Yeah, it is Gremlins.
And so we start off like just defeated the super like I don't know like the big dictatorship of this dystopia. And like that's where we start.
I think that there was something about love in the first movie that we've all already seen by this point. That concept actually was in, and so now it's an interesting process of this community whose love for them love was illegal, and now it's not.
Yeah, so like the secret whole thing.
It's an interesting process of. These things are no longer illegal, but they're still bringing me the feeling of shame. So I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I was thinking even maybe the fact of like when it was secret, everyone was like the love is a secret was making it like enhancing.
Right.
It.
Yeah. Of course.
And now it's just like, oh.
When it's forbidden, it's like forbidden love is a trope for a reason. Yeah. And I think, or maybe something along the lines of marriage, like maybe like dating was illegal, but marriage was legal. And so Erks and Ermya actually decided to date and make sure that they really wanted to fall in love with each other. But now they feel like their love is not any, Now
they're realizing they don't want to marry each other.
Or they're already married and they love each other, but they're like, wait, but why did we do all that work to secretly date? And we're just married now, and we could have done this from the get-go.
Or even maybe it was just the thrill of taking down this like totalitarian whole government.
Yeah.
And now that it's over.
Or actually, I like this one a lot. So I think that love is illegal, and dating specifically, marriage is not illegal because the race has to continue. And so this dictator just arranged every marriage ever. Mm-hmm. And so Erks and Ermya were the ones who took him down in the first movie, and they were doing so because they were in love, and they hadn't found out who they were going to be partnered with yet, but they knew it had to be each other. Well, they took him down, but then they found his book of partners, and they were already going to be together. So they were like, I don't want to like conform to the system end up marrying this man because that's still giving the dictator what he wants in the end. Anyway, but they did end up getting married, but that's what they're wrestling with as that. Well, actually, do they end up getting married? So
that's what we'll find out.
The movie that we're opening up with is Gremlintopia 2, and the movie opens as they open the book. Just like the first movie closed as they opened the book, and so you do see the names at the beginning or at the end of the first movie,
and then that's like the kind of moment.
What are they gonna do? And then 20 years go by, and you don't find out.
A lot like the Incredibles too, like when the Mole Man comes through.
Right. Yes, that's what we're thinking. I'm not a huge
Incredibles 2 fan.
Yeah, it was all right.
I did like how they started exactly where they left off.
Yes, that is a cool one. So we're gonna do that. Mm-hmm. And so they open it up and see their names side by side already. They really didn't have to do all of this. Friends have died. Families have been torn apart. Was it all really worth it? And do they want to even end up together now?
We'll find out on this episode.
Let's
Nothing to Snore At.
Let's continue.
I don't know where you're going with that.
You're right. I definitely did set it up like a trailer for some reason. Those are all my questions I was asking you.
I don't know. I think we have to play it out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Erks.
Yeah, and I'm Unya.
Ermia. Yeah.
Look at this.
Let's open the book. What is that, Ermia? I see your name.
Erks.
That's my name. Is it in there?
We were already set up.
Set up? Like a trap? You know what they call marriage? The whole ball and chain.
Why are you so against this already?
Just making jokes that men make. Anyway, let me see that book.
No,
Let me see it. I get it. You know what's men not being able to control our anger.
You're illiterate, Erks.
I'm gonna learn to read right now. Oh my gosh! I think these are all names.
You learned how to read?
I did.
Wow.
Specifically the name Erks and Ermia, and they're right next to each other. What does this mean, Ermia?
I think
You have to hold it like this, actually.
Right. I think Urag, the guy we just killed.
Yeah?
He was setting people up.
Setting people up? What do you mean?
Like marriage.
Yeah, I know. That's why we took him down. What do you mean? You're acting like it's a new information. We established that.
I know. I'm just saying. He set us up. For marriage.
For marriage? The whole ball and chain. Well, what are we gonna do, Ermia?
I don't know, Erks.
I think the only thing I can do is conform to the system. Will you marry me?
Erks, this is not the time.
I can't propose right now in this dead dictator's house.
Or on his body. You are kneeling on his body.
I thought it was kind of romantic.
No.
It gave me some height. I don't like that you're taller than me.
You're kneeling.
What?
I'm gonna be taller than you no matter what if you're kneeling.
Not necessarily. The dictator was very large.
And so
So what happens?
I don't know.
You told me to play it out. I was playing it.
You did not play it out the way I was thinking you were going to play it out at all.
Yes, and Zach.
I'm so sorry. I did that.
What did you think I was going to do?
Not that.
Did you have a better idea?
No. Well, so basically they take the book. Mm-hmm. And I guess they get married.
I proposed on his dead body, so what are you going to do?
And so we go to their wedding day.
Oh, sweet. How do they do weddings? Because I feel like it's not like humans.
No, it's 100% like they're completely blindfolded.
Yeah.
And they have to try to find the other one with all these different people.
I actually love that. It's like a giant game of hide and seek plus that one.
It's not really hide and seek. Everyone's just blindfolded.
Everyone?
Yeah, like everyone that goes, and the two people who are getting married have to find each other, and that's how you know it's a real relationship.
I actually love that. Wait, but how does that work in this culture that arranged marriages happen?
Like, this is the first time it's happening. No.
Oh, they've established this is the new. I love it. Okay, Amir.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Let's go find each other. Wait, they have to be very little. They have little feet. Oh, is that their feet? I don't think that's loud enough. He's wearing high heels. It's a different culture. No, she can't wear high heels.
And
he's constantly trying to be taller than her. He's very insecure about because she's like so 3'9" and he's 3'7". She's like nearly not a gremlin. She's so tall. According to your made up facts earlier.
4 feet tall.
Yeah. Or she is 4 foot tall, and that's her. And then she almost gets kicked out. Like that's her insecurity.
If she wears heels, she's just out.
She is. So she definitely doesn't wear heels.
So do they find each other, you think, during this whole hide and seek marriage ritual?
I don't know which route we want to go.
Or do they like find someone else? Like both of them find someone else and they kind of make a connection with them.
Like a Romeo and Juliet.
No.
No. You don't know what I'm talking about. Have you read Romeo and Juliet?
Yes.
Like Rosalind is who he's supposed to be with, but he finds Juliet at that party.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's the idea. I actually love that. I think what happens is, I'm trying to think. I feel like we've got some good commentary on love here because even if just one of them found someone else, I think
one of them finds someone else, and like I think the guy, Irks, is like still super in love with Ermia, and but Ermia finds someone else, and so. But Ermia and Irks are already married, but she says she's not happy in this marriage or something like that and wants to go with this other guy. And Irks just wants her to be happy, but he also feels this great sadness because he wants her to be with him.
Right.
But his true passion is making her happy.
I want you to be happy with me, but the former precedes the latter for a reason.
Yeah.
I just want you to be happy. I don't know, because I was also thinking about going the route that maybe they both or one of them finds someone, and the idea that there really isn't just one person for every one person, but love is a choice and you fight for it. So we thought very different things.
We did. I watched the Goldbergs the other day, and they had one of the usually like relationship stories in like TV shows. Pretty obvious what they do. And like in the Goldbergs, they have this like very obvious like 3-act kind of thing where you have characters in a familiar place, characters like a conflict comes, they have to go out of their comfort zone, and then they go back in their comfort zone, feeling like having a better understanding, but in one of the Goldbergs episode I just watched, these two characters who have been together for 5 seasons at this point, essentially they got into an uncomfortable position where they were both fighting, which, I mean, you see occasionally, and then they always come back together. But then, because the guy, essentially, you have the guy who just wants to make the girl happy and is doing everything for her. And then you have the girl who's just, I mean, letting it happen. But then she gets mad at him because, like, he goes on this camping trip with her, even though he had stuff to do. And essentially they get in this big fight, and the girl loves him and he loves her. But the girl says, we have to break this up because you're like sacrificing everything you want, and I don't want you to wake up. I don't want you to wake up one day and resent me for all these stuff.
For what you did.
But then
for me.
He doesn't see it, but again, it's another thing that she wants, and so he does it. And so it was and then they don't get back together. And it was one of the most like intriguing kind of relationship
to deal with relationship,
show. And so we could do kind of something like that.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Oh no, I'm having a hard time deciding which route to go. Because I like the idea that they say yes to getting married regardless of the fact that they were destined to be together, and like I like that being their struggle. I I have a hard time with it then being dismantled again. Because then I like, what's the story?
We'll give you some time to think about it.
Okay.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Well, I've done some thinking.
You've done some thinking?
And I have come up with still no answer. I don't know what I want.
I say we go with the path of least resistance.
Which
I think is they just get together. Like it's just the two of them.
Yeah, and then I think that they have struggles within that, of course. But I just don't think we have to go with a third party here because they have so much
just like stored up.
Right. And is this, their own just right there. Is this their own feelings? Were these given to them, predestined for them? I think that's the conflict we really dig into. That's what they are. They're diggers. Time for a digging song.
No, we've had so many digging songs.
That's the noise
they
make.
This is not a musical. That's my veto.
What? It's a cartoon.
But this is a serious.
Yeah, but it can have one song.
No, I don't think so.
I think
my
it
veto.
can.
That's my veto.
Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. I haven't vetoed anything of yours in a very long time.
I know, because all my ideas are great.
That's not true. Vetoed. Change your statement.
It's like ding.
Yeah, it is.
All my ideas are okay, mediocre.
Veto.
All my ideas are bad.
Veto.
My ideas are.
I like it.
Okay.
That was a great intro. Irma, why do you think all your ideas are only? I think you're brilliant.
Don't put me on a pedestal.
Well, I would never do that because you'd get kicked out of the society. You'd be too tall.
I mean, you're right.
I know, you tall, beautiful gremlin.
No.
What?
I need you to stop.
Stop what?
You always set me up for so many expectations.
I cannot set up expectations. I couldn't even set us up. It was
That's what the dictator did.
I know. And I will never be a dictator. You're free to do what you want. I would never control you, Irma.
Look, Irks.
Okay. Where? What direction?
Southwest.
Okay, I'm looking.
I made a sign.
What does it say? You have to read. Remember, I'm illiterate.
That's right. No, you had the power to learn how to read.
I don't have it. Tell me what it says.
Now you have to try.
No, I can't. Irma, you set it up. I'm sure you can read it for me.
Irks, I'm helping you. You have to learn how to read.
I don't want your help. I want you to read it out loud for me. I'm not going to do it.
I will not conform.
Conform?
I will not do this. You always are setting me up to do things that I don't want to do.
What? You told me to look at the sign.
To read it, and you're not doing it.
I feel very gaslit right now because you told me to look at the sign. I used previous knowledge of my character, and I didn't want to read it. Now I'm being told that I'm making you do something.
You're making me read it. I told you to read it.
Yeah, I told you I couldn't. What does the sign say, Irma?
Just we're done.
Were? The oven's done? The were in the oven? It was a famous dish in the Gremlin Society. The were is done. That's my favorite meal. Thank you for cooking it. Yes, and?
Yes, it's in the kitchen.
Perfect. I'll get it served right away. Can you go get our triplets?
You're just trying to make Shrek 3.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shrek 3 is already made and it's a masterpiece.
Irks.
Yes, Irma.
I'm tired.
Me too.
Let's go to sleep.
Let's take a nap. What are you tired of?
You.
What? That is such a rude thing to say.
You're Your actions.
All of my actions, every one of them.
No.
I'm gonna question everything I do from now on.
You always try to get me to do what you want. But I never can do what I want.
What do you want to do, Irma?
I don't know.
You put up a sign all by yourself. I didn't tell you to do that.
No, but you didn't read it.
Yeah, but I didn't want to read it. Why do I have to do what you want me to do, too?
Because I have to do what you want to do.
When has that ever happened?
Every
Name one time.
single
Name
day.
one specific time.
Kill that dictator. You said you take this
You were...
sword
You...
and stab him through the heart. And I didn't want to. I said, let's just put him in a prison.
You did want to.
Well, that's besides the
You
fact.
did want to. We all wanted him dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why I'm getting blamed for this. Sounds like a personal.
Abby, I am trying so hard.
Do you want them to break up?
Well, I'm trying to
I am
have problems.
Oh,
But
I'm
you-
just fixing them. I'm just so good at communication. Sorry that I've been to 7 years of therapy.
Okay.
Actually, I want to apologize. Working on yourself is important, and Irma needs to learn that. You hear me? That was our neighbor next door. She's a human, and it's really weird.
Ah!
Was I excited or scared? I'm having a hard time reading our emotions recently. Perhaps we should go to therapy.
Can't with this episode.
Can you with any episode, Zach?
Better than this.
Okay.
No, Irma grabs a spear.
See, I told you gremlins are the worst. I was actually setting up this entire episode so you'd see
Just
what
so.
I see. Here, this might help as well. Use my glasses. Can you see what I see? That's a song. Can you see what I see?
I can't see anything.
Neither can I. It's convenient for
tell.
both of us.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. It's unfortunate, actually. I panic if I don't have my glasses, so.
Maybe you shouldn't have given them to me.
Well, just like if I don't know where they are or whatever. That's also why I have 12 pairs, so I never run out.
So, what ends up happening with Urks and Irma?
I think they go to couples therapy.
Okay.
They have triplets.
Just all of a sudden?
Yeah, at some point.
Okay.
What is the birthing process like, or the pregnancy and birthing process like for gremlins?
I got it.
Please share.
I mean, I'm a gremlin expert.
I know you are, and I'd love for you to share.
So, gremlins actually have, they're like seahorses.
Okay, so
the
the males.
males,
Oh, good.
And it actually, it starts out the creation of the child is actually held in the right cheek, and then it goes it starts there, but then it goes up to the cheekbone.
Okay.
And this whole area, you know what I mean? And then eventually it goes here, and then they pull out from the ear.
Oh my gosh, that was so disturbing. Vetoed.
What?
It's just a smaller
fine.
human.
Nope. So
okay.
essentially,
If you have one more choice, and if it grosses me out again, then I'm just
it's
gonna take
gonna
over.
gross you out. So it starts in the foot.
I'm already done. No, vetoed. Vetoed.
Okay, so it actually starts
So I said two.
in the Adam's apple.
No, vetoed. Actually, I'll see where you're going with
So
this.
it starts off in the Adam's apple,
Mm-hmm.
right? And in Gremlins, the Adam's apple is actually an apple.
Okay.
And your firstborn child has to be named Adam.
No.
Okay,
That
fine.
part vetoed.
Sure. And so the Adam's apple, when the child is being created,
It has to eat it.
eats and
Its way out.
When it doesn't eat its way out. It just eats the Adam's apple to
Okay.
take its place and also grow.
Okay.
When it takes its place, then
They spit it out.
they spit it out. That's why you can only have one child as a male. So that then we have another little, if there's triplets, all of them are either super small
Okay.
or they're fighting.
Huh. Interesting.
So it's a miracle that they had
Triplets. I like it. And honestly, I think that's the end of Gremlintopia 2. And that means we get Gremlintopia 3. We do. Just like Shrek 3.
It was all set up. You set this up.
I didn't.
You set
Just
this
like
up.
the dictator. I like it. Can you give us a little rundown?
I can't, actually.
I would like you to.
I literally
I
can't.
would like you to.
do
I
not
would
know what
love to
happened.
see your best effort.
In a world
Do-do-do-do-do.
where gremlins are everything. Like a Minecraft zombie.
Dude, yeah.
Life and love become one with our main protagonists
Eric's
and finding the book of secrets.
I mean, shh.
They figure out they were set up. Now they have to live through whether this was on purpose or fate. Find out next summer in
Gremlintopia 2. Uninspired by Shrek 3. I loved it.
Man, I feel like we did not get much of a story.
I feel like I witnessed this entire thing just so vividly.
This was an episode.
They all are.
You're correct.
I know. I normally am. And in this context, normally means always.
Well, I've been Zach.
I've been Abbie.
And this has been
Nothing to snore at. Follow us on Instagram at nothing.to.snore.at.
Or just nothing to snore at with dots in between it.
Name it.
Okay, well, it's already
Because it's
named.
going to
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.